My name is Dr. Keisha Gibson. I'm a pediatric nephrologist that is embedded in the Department of Medicine, and I am the inaugural Vice Chair of Diversity and Inclusion for our department. Now, I will tell you from a personal standpoint, I've tried to leave this university. I left it for an entire 3 years, but there was something that was missing, and it was that careful attention to diversity and inclusion and deliberate action to make sure that those components were ingrained in all the things that we were doing. As a state-supported institution, the demographics of our state are quite diverse, and what I truly appreciate about our university is the commitment to making sure that everybody that walks through our door, be it patient, be it trainee, be it faculty member, can look around them and see that that community mirrors the demographics that we are here to serve. That is our commitment here at UNC. That is what you will see. That is not a box that is easily checked at all of the institutions that you're going to be applying. And so as you learn more about our institution, what I hope that you will easily appreciate is just how naturally that is ingrained in our culture here.
Welcome to UNC. My name is Cristin Colford. I am the Vice Chair in the Department of Medicine for Clinical Services. When you're doing your fellowship, you will mostly be rotating here at the Medical Center here in Chapel Hill. It's an 803-bed academic medical center. You may spend some time in our affiliate hospital at Hillsborough, just down the street. In your outpatient settings, you will be working in our new medical office building at Easttown, with the exception of our oncology specialties. Those will be here at the Cancer Hospital at the Medical Center. And we look forward for you joining us next year and where we can interact with you, teach you, and learn from you.
My name is Lindsay Wilson, and I'm a geriatrician in the Department of Medicine. I'm also president of the UNC Academy of Educators. My passion is medical education, and I consider myself a clinician educator. So if you're like me and interested in teaching being a major part or even a small part of your career, then I highly encourage you to look at UNC. This program offers you the opportunities, resources, and mentorship that I think are not found at other programs across the country. And I encourage you to come here and work with me and other faculty to become the clinician educator that you aspire to be.
Hello, my name is Ron Falk, and I'm the chair of the Department of Medicine at the University of North Carolina. The culture is, first of all, that of a public academic institution. We are a proud public institution. And by that I mean we'll take care of all the citizenry of our state and those around us. It is part of our mission. UNC writ large is in the top 10 of any number of rankings. And why that's important to you is that in the Department of Medicine, there are fantastic physician scientists that will be very much involved in your training. And the third important part of our culture is this is a remarkably collegial institution. This is a gorgeous place to live, and that has kept many of us here for so long. But it is our culture that really binds people to this place.
I'm Dr. Michelle Floris-Moore. I am the Program Director of the Infectious Diseases Fellowship at UNC. All of our fellows get the careers that they want. So even before the beginning of fellowship, we talk to our incoming fellows about what their career goals are. We try to help them identify mentors at UNC who could work with them and make contact with those mentors very early in their fellowship. And we meet with them at the beginning of fellowship to develop an individualized training program that gives them excellent clinical ID training and also keeps in mind what their individualized goals are. Our faculty has a broad range of expertise in general infectious diseases, immunocompromised host ID, STI, treatment and research, antimicrobial stewardship, and hospital epidemiology, to name only a few. Our fellows have the opportunity during fellowship to do rotations on hospital epi, on antimicrobial stewardship and outpatient antibiotic therapy program. That allows them to develop familiarity and get training in the programmatic aspects of these areas, as well as in clinical care and research. Our fellows also have access to mentorship from faculty not only within our Division of Infectious Diseases, but across the wider UNC campus. During fellowship, we also offer our trainees the opportunity to pursue a Master's of Public Health degree at Gillings School of Public Health or a Master's of Science in Clinical Research. We have an excellent HIV clinical care and research program, including our AIDS clinical trial unit and research activities of the HIV Prevention Trials Network. Many of our fellows have taken advantage of those opportunities and have obtained training grants in conjunction with completing their master's degree. This really helps position them very well for faculty appointments after the completion of fellowship.
As you probably know, UNC has a top-ranked school of public health. Many of the ID faculty have co-appointments there. We very commonly collaborate with researchers across the School of Public Health and in the School of Medicine. All of our Grand Rounds conferences, we have just as many School of Public Health faculty as we have, physicians and ID faculty. And so there really is that ethos of serving North Carolina and really thinking about the public health mission and everything that we do, because really we are the flagship hospital and they understand that that's our mission. Our primary goal is to nurture the next generation of physician scientists. And I think we've had a lot of success with that. A lot of our fellows, it's really not uncommon for them to get K awards at the NIH, or to get postdoctoral fellowships, to be placed on training grants. The Division of Infectious Diseases is really synonymous with a powerhouse for global health research. It's hard to think of almost anywhere in the world where there are projects that people in our group and others are working on, whether it's Nicaragua, Tanzania, Peru, Kenya, the Democratic Republic of Congo. Just many exciting projects ongoing at UNC.
For clinical work, I direct the immunocompromised host service, and on that service, the fellows take care of patients with solid organ transplants, bone marrow transplants, as well as with hematologic malignancies. We practice patient-centered care in our service, and it is extremely important that for these very vulnerable patient populations, you can really only get good outcomes after transplant in cancer care, in burn care, if you have good ID consultative care. And the fellows are just such a big part of that. The fellows at UNC are inquisitive, they're smart, they're curious, they're dedicated, and most of all, they're very much committed to their patients. They know their patients well, they take time to talk with their patients, to learn about the person behind the problem, and that is just really a wonderful thing.
I think that one of the things that is unique about UNC and the ID Fellowship in particular is the robustness of the research infrastructure here. There are many opportunities for fellows to get involved in research and then to transition into having their own research projects and interests. The ID division in particular is quite supportive of fellows. The faculty at UNC and particularly in the ID division are also very approachable and make themselves very available to fellows. When people ask me who my mentor is at UNC, I often pause because I really feel like I have many mentors as opposed to just one. Everybody I've interacted with has been incredibly willing to serve as a mentor in either a formal or an informal capacity. And that's one of the reasons that I decided to stay at UNC after residency and one of the things that I've really enjoyed about my time here. I find living here very easy. It's part of why I came here 7 years ago and have now stayed. The mountains are 3.5 hours away. The beach is 2 hours away. It's very easy to travel to those places on a long weekend. The different restaurants in the area, there are plenty of delicious places to eat and places to explore. And then even within the Triangle area, there are lots of outdoor activities as well. I enjoy going to Eno River State Park, which is about 20 minutes from Chapel Hill, north of Durham, has many beautiful trails, and I love to go there with my husband and my dog to just kind of get away for an afternoon.
One of the peculiarities of UNC that drew me to this place is the amazing opportunities for global health with multiple partnerships and connections around the world. They have opportunities to go and research in South Africa, or they have really good research infrastructure in Malawi, which I had the opportunity actually to go to and visit and work in the hospital there. And tons of opportunities for mentorship in different areas of infectious diseases in different areas of the world if you're interested in global health. The other thing that sort of drew me to UNC is, which I think is also very unique to this program, is the flexibility and the willingness to be more fellow-oriented and really to work with you to make sure that you get out of the fellowship experience what you need, what you want, and what will help you sort of progress to your unique career goals.